Tape marker, the Covenant review, guys. Get right to it. Action. What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan D.
I am Angela.
And this is the Covenant review, guys. Let's get right to it. Let's get to the action. Let's go. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I am your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. If you have not already, and thank you so much, guys, for giving us our thumbs up. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, get that little bell notification to get notified for our movie reviews. And we got Ted Lasso reviews coming out weekly, guys, up to the season finale. And we will be doing a watch party as well with you guys. Me and Lex will be doing a watch party with you guys on the opening day of the season finale. It's the series season finale of the show Sad Face. Yes. And also, furthermore, into the context of that story, guys, we will actually be at Dallas Fan Expo coming up to you guys in June. This Dallas Fan Expo looks fantastic. They just announced they're doing a fan screening, guys, so be sure to look out for content of us being there. We're gonna do a little big segment there. We got a lot of stuff planned for you guys, so if you haven't already, once again, guys, like, share, subscribe to us on our Movie Talk channel. With that being done, let's get right to it, Angela. The Covenant stars Jake Gyllenhaal, which I've always been a fan with. Jake Gyllenhaal always 110% when it comes to acting chops here. Guy Ritchie's film The Covenant follows U.S. Army Sergeant John Kinley and Afghanistan interpreter Ahmed. And Angela, going from, you've seen not all the Guy Ritchie films.
But he also did Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, we get the style
that
he usually works on. So, going into this, I had not seen a trailer. I think I saw like a poster for it. So you obviously get right off the bat, it's going to be a military movie. Yeah. U.S. military movie.
Yeah.
Don't get too much based on the poster. So I didn't know what I was going to get into, right?
Yeah.
Pretty quickly you find out what the story's going to be like. And my gosh, it was so surprising. I got to say, blew me away.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I cannot say enough good things about Jake Gyllenhaal. And then also the supporting actor, Dar Salim. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But both were so great. And I got to say, this exceeded my expectations so much. I'm not too much into Guy Ritchie fans. I like some of his episodes or like some of his movies and stuff. So I was a little unsure about it, but I gotta say it 100% exceeded my expectations. So much more than I thought it would, to be honest. Yeah,
this movie, when it comes down to like just the whole charisma of these two leads right here, Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar, it's just they both do so well together. And he was actually born in Iraq, in Baghdad, Iraq. So knowing where his background, they're both backgrounds, I love this because this movie in itself is so damn good. Guy Ritchie outdid himself in this movie, guys. I mean, is this the best Guy Ritchie film to date? I'm gonna have to politely say yes.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
The Gentleman was a fantastic movie. We know the style, we know the great text. He'd like to tell a story while it's happening, but this was very different. This in its own right. This did not feel like a Guy Ritchie movie. It didn't. In a good way. It really did. In a good way, because he's known to do these stories where like he's telling a story and then they're actually showing us that story while he's narrating, right? Or whoever's narrating, the Charlie Hunnam, King Arthur, or even the Gentleman movie as well. With Charlie Hunnam as well. But, it's definitely a film to where this formula that he's not really used to, he actually did something different, did something very something very risk-taking, because when you get so used to that formula, you hope it works out for the best scenario here. But in this movie, guys, he did something a little bit different, and I loved all the research that he did as well, guys. So he actually did a lot of research that Angela actually looked up on.
Fun fact, it is not based on a true story. There is not a real-life John Kinley.
And I'll be honest here, because I did not watch the trailer, so I really thought it was based on a true story, but it is based on actual collective events that occurred.
Guy Ritchie did a lot of, like you said, a lot of research. He did watch a lot of documentaries, a lot of testimonials from actual U.S. soldiers and their bonds with their interpreters. So even though it's not based on a single true life event that happened on a single person, it is essentially real in the sense that this happened over many decades that we were in Afghanistan during the war. These bonds were forged between the soldiers and their interpreters. So,
and we see that a little bit more so in here, because we they even mentioned a few things that they didn't announce them like as as like their names and whatnot. They just announced them. We got a little insight to where we saw certain things here, and that's the thing too. This isn't like an activist movie, guys, whatsoever.
It's not like an in-your-face political movie movement. It's not that, but it does shed light onto what happened
exactly. Yes,
beyond the war.
Yes.
So, and it's a very
in all regards, though, it really shows us like behind the scenes stuff, what happened, what took to get visas to certain interpreters, and of course, you know, the outcome of this happened in 2021. Sadly, was
when we did pull out officially.
Yes.
So
and it does light up a little bit on that, but it doesn't focus on the focus is not mainly on the departure per se, but it's more on the departure of the interpreters that we left behind. It focuses more on more on action sequences to really entertain us in a way to where it made sense to the events that were occurring at that time.
Yeah, like it's not meant to be like a political message. No. It's just meant to shine light on this is the situation, what happened, and
these are the circumstances they were in,
and highlight. It's really more so to highlight the bonds between like all walks of life of you know, people, and it's not just about, you know, religion or race or whatever. It's, you know, in a war-torn country during the 20 years we were over there, people were able to come together and you know, it's just highlights that bond that they had. And so I really appreciate that message, that it wasn't in your face political. At least I didn't take that away from leaving the theater. So I gotta say I appreciate that, and I think it was a very well done film.
Guy Ritchie actually did, you know, that's one of the things here that that I really did enjoy this movie, guys, was that the formula was taken very well. The character development here was so well done. Jake Gyllenhaal had a huge character arc here, along with his counterpart here, you know, Dar Salim. I'm butchering that name. Sorry, guys.
We are so sorry.
And you know, it comes down to where was the story driven, was, you know, and the acting and everything. This movie was so well put. I mean, this movie needs to be at least it's films like these that really are encouraging in its own right, to where you need to know exactly, not necessarily like you need to watch this movie in a way, but you need to watch this movie to get a little tap it insight to the circumstances that they were in. Not just these movies, there's other films out there, especially even so documentaries of the Afghanistan situation that did happen, by all means. But in regards to this film, The Covenant, you know, The Covenant actually, I thought this was like I didn't know. It sounds more like a horror movie. If that's just me, I don't know why. It just does. It sounds more like a horror movie to me. But we did understand it at the very focus of the movie. We understand why Guy Ritchie titled this movie, and I love that.
It explains it. Yeah,
yes,
explains
a
it.
pledge.
So,
it talks about a pledge,
commitment,
the commitment between interpreters and their sergeants, and it's really good. The character development, once again, guys, it does really exceeds my expectations here. Jake Gyllenhaal surprises me every single time, man. That guy surprises me. The first time I saw him, guys, the first time, put comments down below, the first time I saw Jake Gyllenhaal was in the Day After Tomorrow movie, and he shined on a lot of moments there. Not granted, it was a Dennis Quaid film, right? It was, but there was a few moments where he did shine a lot, and I loved it. And you know, there's so many other movies where I see him in prisons. There's another good one with him, counterpart with Hugh Jackman. Jake Gyllenhaal really commits himself into the role. Jarhead, I kept getting Jarhead elements in here, that film, and that I really did like Jarhead. I don't know if you guys did it or not.
Southpaw.
But and then Jake Gyllenhaal just does a phenomenal job. Southpaw is another fantastic film where he's just a boxer, and I feel like he just brings that presence on camera, and he knows how to do it. He knows how to execute it, and he knows where this character, I feel like he selects his projects to where he knows, like, I could do this character, like I could be this
I feel like
in a way.
He does seem kind of like the kind of person that is very selective with projects, and he will probably not do it unless he can like 100%, 1000% commit to it. And it pays off. I think he's awesome. A very well done actor. Again, I cannot say enough about these two leading men. Very, very exceptional.
Definitely.
I think everyone's gonna like it out there when they see it.
Definitely, guys. Moviegoers out there, be sure to check out this film. Guy Ritchie, you know, he surprised me. He really did. You know, The Gentleman was probably the best movie I've seen of him, of his style. The Gentleman's the best one so far, but this one beat it, man. This one beat it now. Number one.
I gotta say, Sherlock was a little bit better than Gentleman for me. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, we're gonna have a huge argument, guys.
I'm a little biased. What? I'm a little biased because it has not only Jude Law, but it has Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
And Rachel McAdams.
I'm just saying, The Gentleman. Okay. All right. Well, in my point of opinion, here, Gentleman beats Sherlock Holmes, no doubt. That's just my take here because Matthew McConaughey has a good cast in there. And even so, though, this just proves it, though. You don't need a stellar A-list cast. A-list is Jake Gyllenhaal, but you don't need a huge cast to make a fantastic movie, guys. And the runtime for this movie came out to be 2 hours and 3 minutes. I feel like it was really paced very well. Yes. It exceeded everything. It was just like, oh crap, 2 hours passed by so quickly.
And it's really like an edge of your seat movie because you really are rooting for these characters to make it. And when they're in these scenes, because it really shows a lot of like they're inactive, like battles and war. You really hope that they pull through, and it's like you're the whole time. It's just
it's a thriller.
Oh, it's a thrill.
Yeah, that's what it is on IMDb. An action thriller. I'm at 110% agree, guys. This is definitely a thriller movie, guys. Be sure to check it out at theaters near you. Was this a film that we deserved? I'm gonna say yes. Hell yes, this is, guys. Be sure to check this movie out once again. Rating 1 out of 10. 10 being the highest. I'm just going to give this rating.
That's a good one. I think I will give it a 9 because considering that I'm not a fan of military movies.
I know. I was gonna say
I'm not really a fan of Guy Ritchie. The acting so well done. The story very well done. Like I said, again, it had a great pace. I think it was just all around an exceptional movie to me, and I cannot say enough good things about this. So it is a solid 9 in my book.
Okay, all right. This movie, it in a way, it doesn't really. That was the thing with me because it didn't really stand out as far as like. I mean, I saw some marketing stuff, but it didn't really stand out like marketing wise. But I feel like this is going to be definitely a movie that's a word of mouth and it's going to get people to go check it out. I feel like a lot of moviegoers are going to be like, oh, have you seen The Covenant? Have you not? Oh my God, it's just a really good insight into the U.S. government, the way things are in the U.S. government in a way. And it brings it up very casually. I like it. It brings it up very intuitive. It doesn't bring like, this is what America did. This is what, doesn't bring that in whatsoever. It actually brings it up very casually and an insight into exactly how more so because this is about an interpreter, how they left an interpreter in the trailer and how the visa system kind of is a little bit messed up, a little bit screwed up. And in a way, it does it very well. I mean, Guy Ritchie does a fantastic job here telling this story, telling this made-up story. And I did not know it was made up. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just did not know that. I thought John Kinley was a real person. It's not like
really made up. But it's not based on a single person. Yeah. But it is based
But it would have been cool if it was.
It would have been really cool. But it is based upon the testimonies of several hundreds, thousands of soldiers. So collective soldiers. So I really like that aspect. And like you said, I appreciate that it's not in your face political. Yeah. Nothing wrong with those films, but it's just not something I wanted for this film. Yeah. And definitely. I really liked the way, like you said, that it messaged at the end and it explains everything, and I think it wraps it up very nicely. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to give this a solid 9.3, guys. There's a lot of action sequences that are really good. The action sequences are so damn good. They really are, guys. I'm not gonna lie, they really are. They really keep you entertained. They really keep you going. The dialogue in here is really good. Yeah, we do recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to check this out at a theater near you. And as always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
Angela at that And
this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Once again, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe notification to get notified for our movie reviews or Ted Lasso reviews and other TV stuff we got going on. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace.